What's up, Lowlives? It's your boy Rhino back with another spicy episode of the Lowlife podcast. With me sometimes my co-host, Eldano.
Hi, really far away.
Yeah, I'm not loving the camera angles here.
It's all right.
We are here live at Manchester Harley Davidson. We are joined by our boy, longtime listener,
Hello.
longtime Patreon, actually number one Patreon. I think you're 001, buddy.
I have to cancel that.
Patient one.
And Rowan, who is, what's your official title?
I'm the event coordinator for the dealership.
Event coordinator. She's keeping us in line. Me and Dan are not, actually, you're pretty good.
Wait, what?
You like organization.
Nah.
You're on time.
I let you do everything. You know what I mean? Yeah, all I have to do is show up. Most of the time.
He is the responsible one of the two.
Dan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Dan today, he's like, all right, I'll be there at 2:30. He was there at 2:30 on the nose, dude.
I'm going to throw my wife under the bus here a little bit. I would have been here earlier than that, but she's been using my truck just because of all the snow and everything, like to bring Connor to school or whatever. I go and give her a kiss goodbye. I got to leave, blah, blah, blah. She goes, oh, you have no gas in your truck. You're really low on gas.
Classic wife move.
Dude, you're really low on gas. And I was like, I'm sure there's enough. I turned it on and I went and clicked the mileage meter. It said 14 miles to empty.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like, I'll
do that. I have 30 miles left in the tank and I drive all the way here.
What the fuck is with that, women? Like, seriously.
I wish I could tell you. I think I have a hatred for going to the gas station, period. I think cars should come with the gas. It's just how it is. Your phone comes with a charger. You don't have to pay every time you charge it. I think it should be like that with gas. I drive my car until I'm pretty much like holding my breath, hoping that I make it to a gas station every single time.
That must be so stressful. I'm like a quarter tank. I'm like, might as well get gas now.
Yeah.
Especially in the winter.
Oh, yeah.
And then Colby's leaving to go do something. You're like, oh, you can take my car.
Yeah.
And he fills it up.
Yeah. There's like
maybe
half a mile of gas in there.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. I've been lucky. I've never run out, thus far. So it works.
Yeah.
That's what will actually get me to the gas station, though. If I have a quarter tank, I'm just going to go.
Right.
So
it's amazing. Like especially now that they have cars that say how long you have.
Yeah, right.
It definitely makes it worse because then you're like, the light comes on. It's like, oh, you got 60 miles.
Right.
Yeah.
You can drive across the state in 60 miles.
Right.
Yeah. No, my empty light will come on. I have 30 miles. It takes me about 20 miles to get here. So I'll just go. There's a gas station right next to work. I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, I've run out of gas so many times that I can't. Yeah, I can't. When I was younger, and it was just like you had like $5, and you're like, this has to last a whole week.
Yeah,
and you would literally be like driving, and you'd be like, oh, I hope I just ran out of gas. It's not something more serious, and just pull over,
start turning the wheel, so you're sloshing it, so that you're getting a little bit of gas over the sending unit.
I gotta get to work. Yeah, I'll deal with this later. Just leave it on the side of the road.
Yeah.
But if you guys are listening to this, which, how the fuck would you know what I'm saying if you're not listening to this? We have our first swap meet, the first Lowlife, the Lowlife Snowlife swap meet, mañana. This is dropping Friday morning. You guys are listening to this and you're chomping at the bit. You got your trucks all packed up. You got all your fucking awesome parts. Hopefully some sick ass chopper parts. We got some good heavy hitters coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Some good heavy hitters. Some chopper boys.
Yeah.
We want to go over some of the details about the swap and what to expect. And then I'm just super fucking stoked because I actually need a ton of shit.
Me too.
And I have a ton of junk I got to get rid of.
It's perfect.
I've been dude, for the last like 2 years, I've been slacking on the swap meets. I just been lazy. I'm like, dude, I don't want to bring 4 tires.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the tires tomorrow on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm bringing all that junk. Yeah.
Might as well.
It sucks though because you just bring all your junk. Nobody buys it, and then you have to pack it back up.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling to give shit away. Dude.
You could have loaded in today.
Yeah.
You're already here.
You even got people that like, dude, you'll go to a swap meet and like dudes like Fat Man, he'll load your truck up with shit he doesn't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll just throw like 4 seats in the back of your truck when you drive away.
Yep. Or into the trash can.
Yeah. So now you have more shit. Now he's transferred the burden to you.
Yeah.
But you said you don't got a lot of shit though.
I don't have a lot of like parts to sling. No, not really.
What do you bring? What are you bringing? You bringing any no luck paintwork stuff?
I really only have one skate deck left, and honestly, I'm probably not going to sell it. I don't know. I'm kind of more focused on like I'll bebop around and whatnot rather than sit down and sell stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just really don't have enough stuff. It's just not worth it for me to set up a whole
That's
table.
where I'm at too. I got like onesie twosie stuff that I'm trying to sling on like Marketplace, but nothing to like set up a booth and a table. Like it's not.
Yeah. I'll bring some things and set them out. I'm glad you said that because I have like 3 21-inch wheels sitting downstairs in the basement that I should just get rid of. But
oh yeah, just bring them.
Yeah, I'll bring whatever I have, but it won't be much. I definitely won't have a truck full of stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So I wanted to talk about, definitely. So Keith is the dude. He's the GM.
Yes, he's our general manager.
And he's busy right now exchanging some jackets, but he is going to join us shortly, and we'll get his story. But how this whole thing popped off, we essentially, if you guys haven't heard, if you're not all caught up on episodes, Dan and I were going to put together a motorcycle show. We wanted to do an annual show, chopper show, custom show, or whatever. And Fish Tank gave me a call, and he goes, I got a pretty good idea. Let me just throw this spaghetti against the wall, see if it's sticking. And he was like, why don't we do a show at Harley Davidson? And I was like, I actually love that idea. I'm a Moco guy. I don't have any tattoos of Harley Davidson yet. Anybody have a
no?
You got Harley?
I do.
HD logo? Yeah. You do.
You don't have any of that?
I have an Evo.
Not yet.
I don't have the bar and shield, but I have HD.
HD.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the HD. I don't
HD.
have. Yeah,
and an Evo, I guess.
I don't have a Harley tattoo yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I say yeah. I'm gonna get one eventually. It just hasn't been on the menu yet. That's all.
I was thinking, I was actually thinking this week, I want to get one on my face. I want to get the
bar and shield?
teardrop shit.
Right
It goes
there
with your soft tail.
Yeah. Is that a pizza? Is this a Pizza Overlord reference? Because he just made a meme about that.
What did he?
When you get your first Harley and you get the bar and shield under your right
That's where
eye
I
or
saw
something.
that.
Face tattoo, dude. That's a hard ass tattoo. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it on my fucking face though. I'll do it more traditional arm, leg, or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I want like murderous things on my face. Not like
That's pretty
things
tough.
I support. I want like
Well, I can't do a teardrop.
my mom said I
don't
was
want
too
anybody to know
pretty
who I
for
killed.
face tattoos, so I can't do it.
Your mom said no face tattoos?
Yeah. Yeah, she said I was too pretty.
Yeah, I was told nothing above the collarbones ever.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, girls shouldn't probably get face tattoos.
what?
I don't think
I've
they
seen
look
some
good.
that look great.
Yeah, I've seen a lot
I
of
love-
There are
I
some
love
people
it.
who it depends on the person. There are some
Yeah.
people who could really pull it off, but I don't
It was
think I
all-
could walk it.
I don't like
walk around
the-
with a face tattoo.
I
Well, I
don't
guess
like
if it was like my name on a girl's face, that'd be
I don't like the scratch tattoos people are like doing now.
Not a good idea.
No.
You seen those?
The scratch.
Wait, oh, wait, yeah. What do you
Yeah.
mean, like scratchers, like in your kitchen?
Yeah, like, but they'll get the tattoo legitimately to look like it was done by someone who does scratching at home, but it's done at a shop. But they'll get it on their fucking face and stuff. And it's like, you have a shitty looking tattoo for the rest of your life on your face unless you get it like laser removed. But
Yeah.
that's like, at least get a good tattoo, not some chicken scratch shit, dude.
I said do what you want.
Yeah, I kind of like
No.
the
Do
chicken
you,
scratch
boo-boo?
ones on the face.
Their body,
They should
my
look
choice.
like you got them in prison.
Yeah, right. Face tattoos should look like prison tattoos.
Yeah, you shouldn't have any color. It should be black. Just
Barbed
Yeah,
wire.
no color.
Yeah.
All black.
I've seen a red one that I liked. I forget who it was, but someone had a red one going around their eyebrow. It was pretty cool.
Okay. Red
Right.
doesn't hold up very good,
Yeah.
especially if you like the sun and your face is always in the fucking sun.
Mhm.
But anyways,
True.
I'm probably gonna get that at the swap meet if we have a tattoo artist. Tell Alex to bring his gun.
Yeah,
Do a
right.
bar and shield right on my eyeball.
Yeah.
Your eyeball? Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Gross.
I don't care.
People
Okay.
do that.
Not
People
on my
tattoo-
eyeball, like on like
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
on the eyeball.
Yeah.
ball?
Have
No,
you
I
ever seen
wasn't-
that?
I've seen people tattoo like different colors.
Yeah, they tattoo the white of their eye a different color or whatever.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
looks fucking gross.
Yikes. Nope, not for me.
It looks like they got like a disease or something. Like their eyeball's just gonna fall out.
Yeah. Hepatitis C, that's why they're yellow.
Dude, that is insane.
Yeah, couldn't do it.
Imagine taking a needle
That's a
to
lot
your
of
open eyeball.
that's a lot of commitment.
Nope. There will be no eyeball tattoos.
I haven't met a tattoo artist I trust to stick a needle in my eye. I don't
know that I know any tattoo artist that would do that tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty insane.
Yeah.
I'm just not in need of that extreme of like body modification.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like I just
Don't you think that could affect your vision too?
It must.
Hit a nerve or something like.
I
is
guess
it
it
worth
doesn't, because all your vision comes from your iris, really. Oh, the white and the color of your eye don't affect your vision.
Or I get an eyelash in my eye, I'm like laid up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta pull over. I'm looking for Visine and shit.
Yeah.
Like, imagine getting stabbed thousands of times in your eyeball.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that. So
that's fair.
I don't know how we got on this. We're talking about how we we're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna how the fuck did the swap meet come about? Well, we talked to you. You said, hey, let's do the show because we're looking for a new venue at the time.
Yeah, so I had been approached for the past few years from my management about wanting to do a bike show, you know, at Harley, but like a committed bike show, not like a little sideshow attraction to like one of our main events. Like the show is the main event. And I've been to like a bunch of chopper shows, but I didn't, it was just an intimidating thought because I've never put anything on like that. And then, you know, he just keeps on asking and asking, you know, eventually I'm going to say, yeah. I'm like, you know, yeah, let's do it. And especially with the new location we're going to have, it's going to be just easier to get to than our old location, which was like in the middle of the, you know, the busy business district of Manchester where...
How long were you guys on South Willow Street?
We were on South Willow Street since the early 90s. I think they moved to that location. Yeah, I think it was like mid 90s. It used to be over on the west side of town. There was a couple locations where it was on the west side, you know, back in the day. And then it moved 90s. Yeah. But over time, that location just got worse and worse because, at the time, there wasn't a BJ's right there. There wasn't a grocery store.
There wasn't anything back there, yeah.
Walmart was an abandoned warehouse for years at the end of the road. When they moved the Walmart to that abandoned warehouse at the end of Johnny Devine, that's when our traffic in front of the dealership just got fucking out of control. And
you have to go down John Devine to get there unless you come from the back end.
The Gold Street, how it dumped out onto South Willow. People listening to this who aren't from the area are like, I don't care. That road didn't dump out anywhere. It was a dead end. They only recently opened that up to dump out. So the only way to get to Walmart and BJ's and the Hannaford was coming down in front of the dealership. And when they opened that Walmart, it was like the floodgates opened up for all the fucking retarded drivers of Manchester to come out. Like, that's when people on bikes were getting fucking hit. People are using our
outside the dealership.
Oh yeah, people are using our dealership as a turnaround. Like the traffic just got crazy. It wasn't like that before. It was pretty quiet. Mm-hmm. You know, you could do a lot on Johnny Devine and not really cause too much of a problem and not really be in anyone's way. Yeah, people were. One of our guys, you know, this person fucking broke his ankle because he was bringing a bike out for a customer. They just wanted to do a quick UE in our parking lot. Clipped him and fucking took off. You know,
it took off.
Oh yeah. So we're out of that area now. Yeah. We're out of that area now. It's all fucking ancient history now. So where we're going to the location in Hooksett, it's going to be just a nice, easy ride to get to. People will actually want to come to the dealership. Off
93. Yeah.
Well, it's not. Yeah, not only it's right off 93, but Route 3A. The non-highway route to get there is really nice if you're coming from like anywhere like Maine, Seacoast area. You know, it's a little bit of a nicer ride, and then it's safer, you know, and more contained. We're not going to have anyone really complaining about what we do up there. So
yeah, it's far more secluded to get in just in general. The whole entrance is secluded. There's nobody coming into the parking lot just to turn around.
Yeah.
I mean, people are coming in intentionally. Up and then turn. Yeah. And I mean, it's a long way from the front door to when you first turn in.
Yeah, it's on a small rolling like little hill. And the only property that's up there is ours, There's a tech company that we are neighbors with, and they shut their offices at 4:00. They're gone. So
I didn't know there was another building up there.
Yeah, there is,
Yeah,
but they're all a bunch of cubicle, people that are done at 4. And then the rest of the property is all overflow of Amazon and FedEx and stuff. They just keep trucks up on the hill. So this location gives us an opportunity to just kind of get rowdy and really just be out of everybody's way. Yeah. And then, so Keith approached me with the idea of doing a bike show. And then I thought about you guys, and I was like, this would be some good muscle, like bringing in a little bit of like the following, and and here we are.
Yeah. So we had that meeting. We came in and we were talking to Keith and Rowan, and it was actually, I think it was Keith's idea to do the swap.
Yeah.
Because we were just talking about the show at that point, and he goes, why don't we do something in the wintertime when New Hampshire sucks?
Yeah, Keith was very interested in doing something in the winter, and then you guys brought up the idea of doing a swap because we don't have any indoor.
There's nothing up in New England.
No,
nothing indoor.
Not since the Lost Spot of Easy Co. That's it until the Lost Spot show.
Yeah, they do theirs like early January, which is always a great one. It was great this year. Mm-hmm. And then
there's one up in Concord, New Hampshire that happens at the Everett Arena, but I haven't heard much about it.
In the spring though, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit later in the year, and it's different. It's definitely not different. At all what we're doing.
Yeah, right. I mean, ultimately,
I had a guy yell at me at that one.
Even with this, with this
scary biker dude, I was looking for a master cylinder.
Yeah,
and I needed for whatever reason, I needed the bore size of the banjo bolt. So I was just like, I had the piece that I'm using, and I was like, I just need that cylinder, and I was like, I just wanted to test it out, and I was gonna pop the bolt out and just thread it in real quick just to make sure, because there's a bunch of different thread pitches, and I just wanted to see if it would work. And then he was like, what are you going to do when that pops open? Because it was like kind of hard, He's like, you're going to get brake fluid all over the place. He started yelling at me. Then his boy came over and he started yelling at me. It didn't fit. So I didn't get it either. So,
well, that kind of like leans into my next topic is like, now that we're putting a swap together, we get to curate what kind of vendors we have. Really, I mean, it is whoever wants to come and set up can set up, and we're not going to turn anyone away. But I have a feeling that anyone within the earshot of like the circle that we know and the fan basis of the show and the word of mouth network that we have, I feel like is going to bring in a different quality of vendor than, let's say, you're like Keen Bike Week guys, and
you promise nobody's going to yell at me.
If anyone yells at you, you come find me, and I'll yell at you with them.
You're out of here.
Yeah, get him out of here.
I'm just kidding. I kind of deserved it. I wasn't thinking. He did have a multi-tool, and he did help me get the thing off, though. So.
Oh, nice. Happy ending.
Yeah. You don't have to be so goddamn mean about this shit,
Yeah, right.
It's like, it's Sunday morning. I do go to that one in Concord, though, because at the Everett Arena, I used to go skate there. They actually have a skate park out back.
I was just going to...
Is that the one they do deck hockey right off Fort Eddy right there?
Yeah, right off Fort Eddy.
Oh, is it really? No kidding.
I never skated there. I had skated at the skate park there.
I skated inside on ice skates.
Nice.
Yeah.
Frozen fruit boots.
Well, I used hockey.
Oh, okay.
Like it was hockey skates. My little brother, though, this is funny. I got two brothers. Me and my older brother, we had hockey skates and we did the skating. And for whatever reason, my parents got my little brother fucking figure skates, little white figure skates.
Did he have a toe pick on it, dude?
Dude, I don't know.
They all do, yeah.
I was just like, God, I'm not skating with him.
That'll fuck you up.
Why would they do that, though?
Yeah, what a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
As a young man in white figure skates.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Hang them up.
Yeah.
It's an Olympic sport.
My dad was
man.
like a hockey guy too.
Don't
So
knock
like
it,
we went out there with pucks and sticks and shit, and you're like, here you go. Here's your figure skates.
Yikes.
I played Pee Wee hockey when I lived in Quincy, and that's as far as I got. With anything.
Yeah, we used to do it on like I never played like in a league, but we'd go up on the beaver pond or whatever, and like you hit it between the trees that are sticking out through the ice.
Our school district had a team. I sucked. I was terrible, but
I was terrible.
It was fun. Like you're in like middle school. Like it's just it's not really competitive then. But we did get free Bruins games and shit. Like that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to do that. Go to a Bruins game. That was cool. Man, this is like the tangent episode. I forget where we're at.
Derail to derail.
Yeah.
So anyway, the swap meet we were talking about, Keith, our general manager, brought up wanting to do something in the middle of winter, and another like mini bike show was brought up, and then you guys brought up doing a swap just because of the lack of swap meets in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah, we got good traction. I mean, like I said, there's anybody if you're from the tri-state area, you should be coming to this motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
You know, like what else do you have better to do the day after Valentine's Day too, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're a motorcycle dude, you gotta bank that domestic equity,
right.
you know, with your girl.
TM.
Yeah. Get her some roses, get her fucking chocolates, and then Saturdays for the boys, you know.
And Rowan.
And Rowan.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm stoked on it. So this is the fanciest swap meet that you'll ever be
and
attending.
It's free.
It's free to vend.
All around.
It's free to attend. You can drive your truck. You can drive your Sprinter van right up inside.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be Harley Davidson employees to help you unload.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of that?
Beer, all this stuff. It's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Just the free aspect of it. I've never been to a free swap meet.
Free to vend? Yeah,
So,
never.
Free to
see,
vend or to attend.
So that comes kind of with the package deal of using the Harley Davidson dealership as a venue. We can't charge at the door for nothing.
We could, we don't. We could charge to vend, we don't. It's it's something we've always done.
I meant like admittance, just for the general public.
Yeah.
We like vendors are obviously handled a little bit differently during our like main events, but this time around it's not going to be like that. And then every swap meet that I've gone to that's indoor, it was always at some kind of something Moto Expo, and it's still $5 at the door. You're not going to have that. You're not going to have that at this one.
And then $40 or $30 to vend.
Yeah.
This is community service. You guys can write this off in your taxes. I think.
Good.
Right?
Probably.
Good.
This is like an act of charity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think like I kind of wish Keith was here. I mean, maybe he can explain it later, but it's kind of like his mission statement of just giving back to the motorcycle community and really trying to, I don't want to say like keep the network and keep the community close and tight, but like, you know, there's no money to be made for this, you know, and it's more of a celebration of motorcycling than anything. And
Absolutely.
Same thing goes with the show. It's a free show. You know, there's not much that he's going to really make off of it, but he loves bikes and he likes people who rides bikes and he likes bike events. So now Harley Davidson's given the keys to this brand new mansion. We're going to have some bike parties. Like that's kind of his outlook in a, you know, in a general term. He could probably go into it better than I could, but the whole vibe of this is really just getting everyone together.
Yeah.
You know, and under one roof to just have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm most stoked about is just seeing everybody. There's a lot of dudes. Yeah, we haven't seen them since early January. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking dudes hibernate this time of year. It's tough financially. It's tough, like mentally in the Northeast, especially. Like, people are looking forward to it, you know, to get out and like.
January and February are the worst months to live in New England.
But it's also, dude, it's so clutch. Like, I just actually ordered a bunch of steel and stuff for my Softail build. I need a bunch of parts.
Yeah.
And I ain't paying retail for that shit. I'd like to get some good deals and feel good about myself.
Yeah. Of course.
It's a place to do it.
Yeah. Especially if you're selling.
Yeah.
Because then it's just like funny money. You sell some stuff and you buy some stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not
if
hitting
you're
your
also
wallet.
vending, yeah, it's not real money.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah, ask Alex.
It's like
If it's on trade, it's not for real money. It's imaginary. It's like
Yeah.
Monopoly shit.
Yeah, if you trade something, no money exchange
Yeah.
plans, it's just like,
Yeah.
the swap meet currency is just monopoly money.
oh yeah. I'm hoping there's some dudes that want some Softail tins though, because I'm stripping that whole thing bare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tins, painted tins go for big money.
Oh, yeah.
A Softail tin set. I mean, the tank alone easily, you get $500-$600 on eBay alone. Ship it out somewhere. So
Yeah. Dude, I did the eBay shipping stuff for a while.
yeah,
It is a wicked pain in the ass, dude. That's
it's
a full-time
it's a
job.
big pain in the ass. I only sell on Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
and I do
Come
not
and pick it up.
Well, I don't add the shipping thing. It says local pickup only, but in my description, I do write shipping available. And I've shipped to New Jersey. I've shipped to like South Carolina. I think South Carolina was the furthest I shipped to
Yeah.
for like a part that I'm just got up on Marketplace. I'm bringing a set of pipes to the swap because someone hit me up on Facebook Marketplace being like, "Hey, I'm going to be at your swap. Can you bring those?" And I'll just buy them there. Done. Great.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Save shipping, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I might bring the Triumph, but I kind of am like, I don't want to load that
It's a
fucking thing
lot.
up. Yeah.
I'll just buy it.
You want it?
I kind of do.
I
I want to build another Triumph.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
That thing's cool. It's got good bones.
Yeah. We might talk.
Okay.
We might
Okay.
talk about
I'll
it.
just park it then. I'll just keep it parked.
I'll
You're saving me from
just
fucking
come over
loading
and
it
help
up.
you build it. We'll build a fucking sick.
I know.
furniture off on it.
I got the Sportster and the Softail though.
Mm.
That I got to do this year.
Sportster priority one. Yeah.
I'm doing the Softail first.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Okay. I thought you were doing.
I ordered a bunch of shit for it. I'm gonna get the Softail done because I'm not hardtailing it. So it's like,
You're doing mostly cosmetic stuff.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
tank fender, sissy bar,
Mhm.
floorboards, controls, bars, that sort of thing,
Right.
Yeah.
just to get it respectable. Because I rode it around all last year, dude. Kiriakined out.
Mm.
That's respectable.
Dad bike, dude, with the soft bags and shit.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. You sent the reel up today. Me on the dad bike
That's
with
right.
the skull fucking hand mirrors and shit.
Ugh.
Yeah. I think it was funny out of all the choppers and old bikes, the new Softail was the one that needed to be bump started to get home.
Oh yeah.
You don't see that often. Usually those bikes are pretty solid.
Yeah, what happened with that?
Your,
Yeah, because I was at deadbeat and I had to charge the battery. Yeah,
your
my
battery was
was
just junk. It would not
Mm.
hold a charge.
fucked. Yeah, I don't even know if I replaced that thing yet. I don't think I did.
Bump start for
Has it
that.
been on a trickle charger all winter?
No, fuck no.
It
dude.
needs to be replaced anyway.
I'll get you a battery.
Yeah.
We'll find it.
Anti-grav, baby.
Anti-gravity is the way to
The
go.
way to go, period.
I run anti-gravity in all my bikes now.
Worth it.
I've never charged. I had that Sportster for like 6 years, dude.
I
Never
haven't
charged
looked
it.
back.
Mm.
I rotate a tender on mine just to get them up to 13.8 or whatever they sit at when they're like static, like not doing anything.
Yeah.
I make sure they just get up above 13. Then I unplug the battery tender and then I just let them sit. And typically, I'll go back to look at them like a few months later, and they're still at 13 volts.
Yeah, I thought I had an issue
Hmm.
with the lithium, the anti-gravity battery. And
Yeah.
then they have this special tender.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
can like repair it too.
Yeah.
But it turned out to be fine.
Yeah.
So I had that thing. I've never used it, never needed it.
The Triumph, I used the 4-cell
Oh, you want
one,
force
the
on
little
yeah,
tiny
yeah.
baby one. So when I was doing the wiring for that bike and I was turning on the headlights, turning on, turning off, I dropped it down to like 11 volts. And I probably would have been able to like still kick the bike over, but I was like, no, brand new battery. I want to keep it at a full charge. Like, like lead acid batteries, when they sit too low on a low charge, that's where shit gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Because there's no
I've
longer.
had nothing but trouble with those fucking batteries, dude. You get an anti-gravity battery.
Yeah.
It sucks because it costs like $250 now or something.
You never
Yeah.
think about it again.
But then you don't have to ever fuck with it, and you can put it anywhere. They're tiny.
Any orientation, you can put them upside down.
I've had good luck with the Harley batteries. Like I've been able to push like 5-6 years on with my batteries. But then I know people who've had them for like 2 years and they're done.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, I got a tire changer.
Nice. You have a tire machine?
Harbor Freight.
Yeah?
Today.
Nice.
Because I got all those flat tires. That's the
Oh,
other
yeah.
thing is all my tires went flat.
True.
And I filled them up with the slime, and then I rode them all summer. So I'm going to crack those babies open and see what they look like.
I still have
Nice.
the
I hate
spoons.
myself.
I still use spoons and ratchet straps.
Yeah.
I can't do, dude.
Yeah.
Can't do the spoons.
Tire machines took the
They gave
man
me,
out of
it's my
motorcycle.
birthday month this month, so they gave me like a $25 coupon or
It's my
something.
birthday.
And I said,
Might as well.
I want to do a birthday episode.
Happy birthday.
Not right now, but I was thinking we could do one at my place, get Loctite and shit
Cool.
at the end of the month.
Sweet.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Like a round table?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Long table.
Yeah.
This is actually
The longest table.
wicked long.
Yeah.
Mine is like, I think mine is like 6 feet long.
You want this one?
Is it, you think?
You can,
think it'll fit.
you can have it. Put it in your
We would
Audi.
never
What I'd
get
like
this
is a
in your-
shuffleboard table. You like some shuffleboard?
I'm not a retired
I've
old
probably
man.
played twice
Sorry.
ever, but
Really?
yeah.
It's fun. You play
I've
shuffleboard?
never played shuffleboard.
Oh.
Do you know what it is?
It's like
The one with the sand and the
Yeah.
blocks?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and it goes down the table.
I've seen
Yeah.
it. I've seen it at
I
bars.
feel like I've seen it on like
Yeah.
a cruise or something. Like,
You need a lot of
that's how they
space. They're like
advertise
26
cruises.
feet long or
Mm.
whatever.
with
Yeah.
shuffleboards.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
You,
They had the
are you talking about the
shuffleboard-
big one
Is
on
it
the
the
deck?
same thing like snow,
Yeah, I was gonna
snow
say-
shuffling? Is that a thing? Ice
Curling.
Curling.
It's
No,
kind of
that's
like
it.
curling.
Like broom?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very
It's
similar.
kind of like that. I
I think I know what both
yeah,
are.
yeah. So there's one that elderly people do,
Mhm.
like at retirement places.
Yeah.
That I think is on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
how
that's
you-
what I'm
bocce
familiar
ball
with.
almost.
Yeah.
About it. Yeah. Is that called shuffleboard with the weird?
With the big thing, I think it's called
Yeah.
shuffleboard. But
Oh,
then
no.
at bars, it'll be like a long table like
Right.
this.
Yeah,
And
and,
the little
it's
bumps
got
and
the
the
sand
slides,
on it.
yeah,
It's got
yeah.
the sand
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
wood and
Right.
the little weight like
Yeah.
glides
It's
across.
almost like a
I think
bearing.
I think the game is the same concept. Like you can't go too fast and go over. You got to
Right.
Yeah, I think it's
You have to
just
get on the
they have the
line.
mini one, and then they have
Yeah.
the big one for the old people. Then they push it with a broom.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I think it's actually a lot like curling.
That's just ice
On the
version.
on the ice
Yeah.
version. That's
Yeah.
like the Canadian version or
Right.
whatever.
What were we talking
yeah.
about?
We should be talking about the swap meet.
We should be talking about the swap meet.
Yeah.
We're talking about
Jeez.
shuffleboard here. Hold on, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna
Do
try
it.
this again.
A little
I can't.
stucky,
I was doing this. I couldn't smell it at all.
which is crazy.
Dude, all I feel is burn.
Your nostrils are burnt out of your brain.
I've been fucking sick
I was
for
gonna hold it up for the camera.
dude. Last week I was sick for 4 or 5 days. 102 fever, just dying.
It's going around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's been really bad.
Yeah.
We had the flu a couple weeks ago, and then we had the stomach bug last week.
Yeah.
24-hour bug. It just
But it's
puking.
funny because
Yeah.
that
You
last
can-
week's
your
episode,
brain's
I'm
out.
bragging to him about how I never get sick. I haven't
Yeah,
been sick.
motherfucker.
I
And
just
then all
did
of a
that
sudden I was-
today,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden, someone came into my office, asked if I was sick. I was like, "No, I haven't gotten sick all year." Soon as he left, sneezed 10 times in a row.
Mm.
Took allergy medication, took ibuprofen, and somehow I'm sitting here alive.
That
That's how
fucking
it
sucked.
goes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sucked. And then so I was sick all week, and then my dog died.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry about your
Mm.
dog. That sucked.
Meatball,
To
man.
see,
Rest in
yeah.
peace, meatball.
Yeah. And we did it like men. We looked each other in the eyes, and I helped him cross the bridge.
Did you Old Yeller your
Mm.
dog?
No, dude.
Oh,
We do it like men. We go to the bitter end.
okay.
You know? And it's fucked up because
You died at home?
Yeah.
Right on.
it was a while like we knew he was going out for a while. He's like, dude, he's like 15, 16. He's an old English bulldog.
Yeah.
Like every day I was like, should I put him down?
And that's an
Like,
old bulldog
yeah.
too, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
But he was a trooper. And the fucked up thing is we had got another dog on order.
You had the replacement already lined up?
But it wasn't no,
Damn,
dude. So Meatball's been sick, dude, for like 6 months.
No, I get it.
Yeah, like I was gonna like, I had him in my car.
You
like
know,
I'm gonna bring him to the vet
when
right
it's
now.
coming. Like,
Yeah,
you're like, he ain't gonna make it to
but the
spring.
fucked up thing was, it was on Friday, and our new dog, Beans, the new official mascot of the Lowlife podcast,
Oh yeah.
who's a little white pug. He's the most adorable thing in the entire
Pugs are
world.
dope.
I've only
My-
seen one picture, and I've completely changed my
Dude,
take
he's-
on pugs.
My wife wants a pug so
Yeah,
bad.
dude. But But he was coming on Saturday, and Meatball passed away on Friday.
Jeez.
Yeah, just like all of a sudden on Friday, his health just took a turn for the worst, and then we just like me and him just fucking broed the fuck up, hung out, and then he was like, "See you upstairs, bruh." And then we got games on Saturday, and he looks exactly like my other dog, even though he's a pug. If you look at a pug and an old English bulldog, they got a smushed face.
Yeah.
They were both white, like
they're bros.
It's uncanny. Yeah, I was
bros.
like, oh, so you just transferred your soul into this new pug. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was a rough week, and then now I'm like sick again. I just got over a sickness, and now I'm sick again. So that's why I can't smell salt.
It's crazy. When we did the episode with Truth, I was coming down off a pretty bad sinus infection, and I could really only smell it through one nostril. So I know what you mean.
Is that like the same strength?
I don't know. I don't know how you validate strength or whatever. It says caution extremely strong.
But like when you sniff that versus what we had at his place.
This is way more potent.
It's way more potent
for me because I was also stuffed up. So I could really only get it in one nostril, and it was still hitting me pretty hard.
Yeah.
But the fact that you can't smell this at all, I could literally smell these through the cardboard that it came in.
No shit.
While it was all wrapped up in plastic. Like these are strong. These are brutal.
You pass it down?
Yeah, watch. Try it.
Give her the cap. Just the cap.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like I get it.
For a second, it feels like you got water in your nose, and then you feel like you could run through a brick wall twice.
Nothing.
No.
I can feel the burn, but I can't smell it. Like I don't get the.
Yeah.
I think
that was a light whiff.
Your like senses are just dead.
Yeah, dude.
Like
I can't feel anything.
You're like a dead
Hard out here for a
I just
brother.
cut myself to feel something.
I hurt myself today.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the
I
swap
should
meet.
get some of those.
So the swap meet,
Keep them in the
right?
car. This is a nice. It's
That
a
thing
little
we're
one.
doing?
Just
Huh?
keep them in the
That
car.
thing we're doing?
The thing we're doing.
Oh yeah. Swap meet.
But yeah, so
We should get into some deets about how it's going to go down.
Yep.
Mhm.
So
Dan's going to be here at 7:30.
I'll be
morning.
here at least 7:30. I probably won't be able to sleep the night before. I'll be too damn excited. That's
Right
how
there
I do
with you.
every time.
Yep.
Every time there's an event or a show or whatever, the night before I can't sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be here early. Was it 8 a.m.?
Yeah, that's
load
when we
in?
want vendors to start rolling in, just so that way everyone can get comfortable, get in their spot, kind of understand our dealership because we're in a warehouse. So it's really important for everyone to kind of get familiar.
Yeah.
Unload all of their stuff. It's one of those things where they could drop in at 8 a.m., unload all their stuff in their spot, take off, go get breakfast, grab a coffee, and then come back.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to make sure that we're not, since we have a drive-in bay, I wouldn't say that we're limited on space, but we don't want to cause like a traffic backup while people are trying to load in. We want it to be as efficient as possible. So it's really important that people get here earlier rather than later, obviously. Drop their stuff, get it set up, kind of know what's going on, and then do what they need to do.
Right. Yeah, for sure. It's better just to get there early, get everything set up, and then if you got plenty of time to twiddle your thumbs, cool. Find something to do.
Right.
You're at a
It's,
Harley Davidson
it's-
dealership,
Right.
so
You can
plenty
hang
to do.
out. We're going to be here the whole day.
Yeah.
Whole day.
So we'll all be here the whole day. But also, if you wanted to leave and come back, it's South Willow Street, dude. You can go.
Right, yeah.
What's that really popular breakfast place? Tucker's?
Tucker's,
Mhm.
yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good luck
yeah?
getting into Tucker's.
Yeah, you're not gonna get into Tucker's, but there is
I
the
would go
airport.
airport diner.
Well, there is the airport
What
diner.
is so good about Tucker's?
It's really good.
It's
Really?
like
It's-
healthier stuff
really
for
good.
one. It's
But
not,
it's like farm to table. You
Incredible.
can tell
I've
all
never
of their
been-
ingredients are fresh.
Yeah.
It's not like diner trash.
the
It's
family
like,
that owns it
so
and runs it are wonderful
good.
people too. Like they're
Oh,
branching
okay.
out and stuff. Yeah, it's a really
Yeah.
cool. It's not like a Denny's chain or anything. There's what 3 or 4 of them. I
couple
think
of,
now.
they're definitely growing.
Yeah.
They have locations. I think they might be up to like 6 or 7 now.
Oh wow, good for
Yeah.
them. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Really,
but their
really
food
good
is
stuff.
amazing. But it'll
Yeah.
take you a good hour and a half to get in there on a Saturday or Sunday.
For sure.
Okay.
So-
Well, if you're here at 8, you drop your shit off.
Yeah.
Swap doesn't start till noon. So you got plenty of time.
Plenty
Yeah.
of time. Yep.
Yeah.
There's plenty of places for breakfast. You got Shea Bashan on the west side, which is like
Oh,
the
brah.
OG.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Get some
You're
flicks
literally
in.
There's,
eating in like a freaking cafeteria, basically.
the roadside Common Man,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
inside the mobile gas station over here. Their breakfast, like I get their omelets all the time. So
Yeah.
good.
Common Man's wicked
Common
good. There's
Man's
plenty
Shea
of
Bashan,
breakfast.
though, because that was like, First of all, that was my jam. My whole family was like on the west side.
Their bennies are the best.
But they actually have a Putzin challenge.
I'd never messed with. I don't even necessarily know what Putzin is.
Putzin? It's French fries.
Oh, poutine. I was gonna say,
Look at this
saying
guy.
it wrong.
You believe this
You
guy?
don't usually call it Putzin, do you?
Poutine?
Whatever.
It's Putzin. They actually have a sign at Shave
Okay,
Sean
didn't
says
we- didn't
how
we
to
just
say
have-
it.
Didn't we just have a conversation last week about, are you the guy who, when you go to a Mexican restaurant, you're like, can I have a pollo loco? Or
I
are
know,
you the guy who
Putzin
has
is
a
different,
polo
dude.
loco?
Putzin is different.
Oh,
You-
Putzin is
Because it's
different.
not like it's anti-French
Yeah.
almost.
He rolls
Like if you
his
go-
R's on his
If you go,
poutine.
ooh, it's a poutine.
What do you
that
call it? Putzin?
Puts in. Like
Puts
puts
in.
in.
Put gravy on my fucking
Yeah.
French fries. How about that?
So it's French fries, gravy, cheese curds.
Yeah.
But they have a
See
Putzin
what you-
challenge there where you have to eat a big fucking thing of Putzin.
Yeah. That's
You want good poutine, Putzin or whatever the fuck. Have you been to the Foundry in Manchester yet?
I don't think I've eaten there, but I've been there.
Dude, it's like award winning. Their poutine
really?
is like the best around.
Tap
It's
House and
unreal.
Hooks It.
Tap House is
The owners are
unbelievable.
French Canadian. Yeah.
Yeah, Tap House is great.
Yes.
Is that because I live right over there.
Yeah.
I've been there a couple times. It keeps on changing hands. So like the latest people that own the tap house.
Oh, I don't know about ownership.
Oh yeah, I don't know about
I used to go there all
ownership
the
too. I
time.
thought it was
when
still.
I was
Oh wait. I'm thinking
So-
about a different H town.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is Hooks It.
Hooks It.
Yeah,
I was
It's
thinking
right
of
off 3A.
Hawkinton.
Oh.
oh.
Yeah,
Right
no,
off
Hooks
3A.
It. There's a Planet Fitness in there, that kind of big plaza.
Yeah,
Yeah, the tap house is amazing. The
Yeah.
owners
Okay.
are great.
Really good
I've been
burgers.
there
The
before.
food-
You
It's
can
really
never
good
be
there.
disappointed
Yeah.
by the food or drinks there.
Either
Okay.
way, there's plenty of stuff to
Right.
eat around
Oh, yeah.
here. So if you need to go out,
Dude,
and
you
get
should
some
definitely
grub-
if you haven't had Putzin though. I mean, it's a great breakfast food.
yeah,
Some
for sure.
some places do it fancy. They crack some eggs on it. Maybe they put some meat in it or whatever.
Sounds
You know, you can
good.
get a little crazy with it.
Mm.
But Shave Sean, if you want an authentic West Side French Canadian experience, this place was I am old enough to remember when you could still smoke in restaurants.
Mm.
I do too.
And dude, Shave Sean was the last. They waited till the last day. You'd go there, and there was those little crystal
Yeah,
ashtrays.
Yep.
You get your black coffee, you puts in, and you could fucking rail butts up on Rimmon Heights, dude.
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, it was the best.
Yeah, Shave Sean's real good.
I
If you're
remember
tough,
when
go eat at Shave Sean.
McDonald's had ashtrays.
Bro, dude, I remember malls had ashtrays.
Yep.
I never flew when I was younger, but I hear there's like planes had them too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Little thing.
Ah.
So yeah, 8 a.m. rolling
Mm-hmm.
until 9:30. you said?
9:30, yep.
If you want to do the drive-in
Right.
to the
Yeah, we
And-
can
and unload
definitely
all the
have you
stuff
walk in
easily.
through the back. There's a ramp that way. Or, there's the front door that leads you down to the stairs. I think the safest option while people are carrying things is definitely the back entrance.
Yeah.
But yeah, try and be here as early as possible so we can get that
Yeah.
going.
regardless, whatever you have, be here and be prepared to be set up by 10 a.m.
One
Yeah.
at the latest.
Bouchard Street.
Yeah.
It's not far off the highway.
No.
Should we run through where do you want everybody to like fill in as far as like when you come in, you come up the hill
Yeah.
and then you're going to take a right. You'll see the Harley Davidson
Yep.
sign at the top.
Yeah, so you'll see the Harley truck. That's where you know
Okay.
you're about to turn
Yep.
into. You take that right where the Harley truck is. What you're going to do is you're going to drive straight back because we have that first parking lot that'll take you to the main entrance. You don't want to go there.
Right.
You want to go straight down because that's where our bay doors are. So if you're driving in, you're going to send one of us a text or an email letting us know that you're there, call, whatever it is. We'll keep that door open, but we kind of just want to know so that way we can help everyone get set up. You drive right in and you're driving into where the swap area is. We'll start lining people up from farthest to closest that way. So we'll go all the way to the end and line them up that way.
Okay.
Perfect.
So yeah, it'll just be that process of drop your stuff furthest way, and then the person, and you'll, if there's someone in front of you, your booth is going right next to them, and then
Right.
as it goes on that way.
Yeah. Keep
Yeah.
it easy. Cool.
Yep. So we have a huge section designated for the swap meet itself. There's tons of room for 10 by 10s, 10 by 20s, all of that stuff.
Yeah, it's huge. Absolutely gargantuan space.
Yeah, and if anyone saw the live feed or whatever, I mean, it's really going to be vendor alley. It's going to be one long shot down and back. We will have room to set up in the center as well for some if someone has a smaller setup. We don't really want to impede too much of like the foot traffic and stuff, but wanted to have it just a nice flow and be still open. We don't want it to look like a little like Afghan shanty town. Like we're gonna have it. We're gonna have it. Yeah,
love that.
Bizarre.
Cool. Yeah,
yeah.
If someone gonna be doing
some bed sheets.
We need somebody to be doing some shaved lamb kebabs.
Yes,
dude, bro.
Oh,
I'll bring the old fucking hot plate, dude.
A little shawarma.
Yeah.
Shawarma.
Dude.
Well, there is the halal spot
What
down
is
the road.
shawarma?
The shawarma that I've had is basically like Middle Eastern poutine.
What is it? Is it meat?
It's lamb.
Yeah.
I had it with lamb or goat.
The
one or
shawarma.
other.
Okay.
Yeah, and then French fries and like almost like a, how do you say it? Tzatziki sauce.
Tzatziki.
The tzatziki sauce.
Almost
yeah.
kind of like, it's not tzatziki, but it's something like that.
I've had it with goat.
And then wrapped up in a wrap. It's
really
delicious.
good.
Yeah, I've had shawarma before. I was in New York when I was working out there, and they were making fun of me for my shawarma order.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know, because they were speaking a different language. But I was like, yeah, I'll have the shawarma, and then I was like, yeah, I'll have like that, and that, and they were like, what's this guy getting that with the shawarma? Like
pickles
on
on
your
your
different
shawarma?
language, and I was like, what? You got? I actually said, I was like, what would you put on it? I was like, I'm not supposed to mix the shawarma into that.
Yeah, I've never picked my ingredients. I always just however.
Yeah, they had the
order
thing. It was kind of like a Subway almost type of thing, and they were like, yeah, what do you want with your shawarma?
Yeah,
and I guess I picked wrong.
Yeah.
I remember it being lamb or is like you literally were like lamb or goat, and that was it. And then they did it.
I never had.
They had like a full saber, and they were like literally cutting it off of
the lamb.
the spit, rotating the lamb or whatever. And
but that's
so
not
good.
That's not Euro meat though, right? That's different. That's separate.
Did you say Euro meat?
Yeah, Euro or shawarma. Because Euro is lamb, spiced lamb, like on the spit.
Yeah, no. That's Greek. This is basically the Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern.
Actually, yeah. I mean, it's pretty
Middle
close
Eastern
to a
version
hero.
of a
Yeah,
hero.
like it's. Really. I mean, if you can compare the two, I mean,
There won't be any shawarma at the swap meet.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
we'll
we
have
have to
birria tacos though.
Yeah.
So we're
I just looked at their page today. I cannot
super
freaking
excited
wait.
about that.
It's
It's gonna
literally
smell so good in here.
birria is in the name.
Hmm
I cannot wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
just street corn,
What time?
all the good things.
What time did the food guys set up?
They'll be here probably around 9:30, 10.
9:30, 10.
Yeah. Just to, for them, it's a little bit different of a process, and we'll have that spot kind of designated off. But yeah, food will be ready and hot at noon.
Oh shit! Yeah.
can't wait for birria.
So we got the bira,
Birria.
birria, and then who's the other one?
We have, it's kind of like I can't remember the name, but it's a carnival-esque type food. So chicken fingers, fried dough, French fries.
Oh, fried dough.
We were saying that
Yeah.
we hope there's fried dough.
Yeah.
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 It's gonna be
So
the
we'll
shit.
have, just kind of snack food options and stuff,
Yeah.
light lunch, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But perfect food for people to be walking around shopping.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Very cool.
Fair food.
Yeah.
The best kind.
So what about the people who are not vending? How would you like them to come in?
So that'll be through the main entrance.
Main entrance,
So
Good,
for the people
that's
who
a
are,
good question.
Thank you.
yeah, it is a good question.
So I keep them around.
Yeah.
Trying to get the deets out there.
So for the people who are not vending, they're just coming in to check things out. They would come in the way any customer would. Come into the parking lot. We have the front side of our parking lot where anyone can park. We have a long line of parking spots and even the majority of the back parking lot. To get to our main entrance, there's a walkway. The walkway is lined with flags, so that'll lead them right up to the front door. They'll come down the stairs and they're in our showroom. So they can check out the huge showroom that we have going on. To the left side, that's where we'll have the swap meet. So yeah, we'll definitely have them come in that way so they can get the full view of everything.
Awesome. And we got Johnny Friday, right?
Johnny
Playing live
Friday,
music?
yeah.
Is he starting right at noon too?
He'll be starting at 1.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Sure. Cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Very cool. Excited
Yeah,
for
he
that.
has a great variety of music that he does. So
Awesome.
it'll be
Swami
blend
has
right
it
in.
all.
It really does. Yeah. I mean, for real.
Live music,
Live music.
dollar
Yeah.
beers.
dollar
Free.
beers.
Yep.
Yeah.
What kind of beers do you guys usually have at these events?
So we
You're
typically do
normie.
our, just our basics. For our crowd, we always have a Bud Light, Budweiser, Coors Light, Modelo. We have seltzers and stuff like that. We're actually working on our own beer right now. We're working with a local brewery.
No,
We'll be ready in time for the swap, but it will be for
like
the
a
show.
Manchester Harley Davidson beer.
Yeah.
It will be ready for the Reviver show.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way. Which brewery?
It's called Hoptimistic. Yeah, they're out of Centipede.
Huh.
So yeah, one of our
up by your
I
house.
haven't heard of them.
yeah.
Check it out.
It's microbrewery.
Yeah, one of the organizations that we work with all the time has worked with them before, and so super cool local little place. Yeah, we have 2 different beers come in.
Oh no, what?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
should be ready for our opening.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
we should have our own beer.
We have
Yeah.
our own
We got
hot
our own
sauce, bro.
hot sauce.
Yeah.
We need something
Yeah.
to pair with it.
Absolutely.
you
And we
need
ain't
that.
wine guys.
So
we
it's
should make our
not-
own hot dogs.
It's not BYOB.
No, absolutely
So
not.
that's one-
No, that's
we-
probably one of the most important
So
things.
yeah, I don't know if it was brought up before, but do not bring your own beer. Just please bite the bullet and buy our dollar beers.
Yeah, don't fuck around with that.
Yeah,
No.
it's
It's $1
as
beer.
as
You gonna
much
bring
as
your
we
own beer?
want it to be loosey goosey and everyone have a good time. You're gonna have a good time. It's just that we have a liquor license. Actually, it's her liquor license. It's not just Harley
Not the
in general.
dealership.
It's
my
Rowan's
name on the
liquor
It's
license.
on your
license.
li- okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep your
Um,
beers in the trunk, guys. Drink
so
them out
yeah.
in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Tailgate. I'm just kidding.
Don't be a scumbag.
Yeah. I mean, the beer is $1. It's the cheapest beer you're going to find around here.
Unless you're
You know,
at a club or
you don't
Manchester
just
or
risk the
something.
dealership, you risk yourself. And it takes the fun away from everybody else, you know, by,
I don't know if I asked this question. Dogs.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Bring
dogs,
them.
yeah, dogs are
Oh,
totally
yeah.
welcome. 100%.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Bring
I'm gonna
beans?
bring them. I'm gonna bring
Yes.
beans.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going. I wasn't gonna go, but now I'm going.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude,
Every
Oh, yeah, I wanna
department
see
has
this little guy,
treats.
dude.
I got dog treats in my
Ah.
office. Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely. And the more the merrier.
Let's let Chris know, everybody.
Yeah, dude.
And that goes for the new dealership as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Always
Yeah, we've always been
canine
super,
friendly.
super dog
That's really
friendly.
cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have
We
expected
have water
that.
bowls
Yeah.
out in the summer for everyone, and
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Bring your dogs. Bring your
Yep.
bikes.
Yeah.
Bring your parts. Bring
Yeah.
your appetite.
that's still a
bring
thing. If
Yeah.
you got a bike that you want to show, like bring it.
Yeah.
Set it up by your booth.
show or sell.
So,
Show or sell,
yeah.
Yeah. Show or sell. If
So-
you just want to
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Skip
Yeah.
Craigslist. Craigslist is for serial killers, anyways.
Is Craigslist still a thing?
Dude, it is.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was still around.
Yeah.
Don't you have to pay to post on Craigslist?
Cars and stuff. I think you do now. Yeah.
Bad noise.
Yeah.
I haven't even gone.
That's why
on
it's
there.
for serial
Long
killers,
time.
dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
Just show up on time. Don't bring your own fucking beer.
Yeah. Come out and hang, dude.
Come on, man.
It's about hanging out.
That's exactly
first
what
and
it is.
foremost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
we
and
hope
sell
you
some
all
parts.
make we hope you all make a little bit of cash and stuff if you're selling something. But
Yeah.
this is like a morale thing more than
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah.
I think it's a great way for us to kind of bridge the gap between 2 different communities. You know, you get to meet our people, we get to meet yours,
Sure.
and just kind of share the excitement of everything that we have going on.
Sure. We're sorry in advance. We'll put it in, if we're gonna do it that way. If this is a big meeting of the two worlds, we're sorry in advance.
Dude, I was gonna say, I was actually thinking about this today because we were talking about the smelling salts and me blacking out and whatever.
Yeah.
But one of my biggest regrets from that interview and why I want to do it again is because he asked me, like, why do you do this? You know? I was thinking about that today again.
Mm.
It's like one of those things like when you piss your pants at prom or something and you're like, what the fuck? You like never get over it.
Mm.
I'll
have to take your word for that one.
Yeah. On the next subject, we're going to talk about that.
But I was thinking today, I was like, why do I actually do this? And it's like, it actually has nothing to do with the show or meeting people or talking to people or anything like that. The thing that really gets me excited is the people in our community are hands down the best people I've ever met. You know, like, because I'm not necessarily like, I'm not like a motorcycle guy. I didn't grow up around it.
Right.
I'm not used to it, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I came in late in life and I was just like, what the fuck, dude? There's other people like me. There's other people that'll give you parts. There's other people that get stoked that like to just like go to a swap meet and hang around and get fucking dirty and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like that's really what this whole fucking show for me is all about is just like meeting other people, not even just meeting, but just seeing the same dudes that are into the same shit.
Yeah.
You know, like you have a swap meet and it's like, yeah, the Lost Spotted guys are going to be there. Fucking like Chase is going to be there. You know, like dudes that are just like into the shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know, it's going to be a good time. You don't have to worry, dude. Like when I leave my fucking, I'm going to be going outside, maybe ripping a butt or something. I don't have to worry about someone stealing my shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm stealing shit off my table.
Right.
Like the best people are in this community. That's what the whole fucking thing is about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part about it to me. So
don't get them wrong. Some of you are real weird, but yeah,
I still trust
good
them.
people. Yeah, for sure.
I've trusted a lot of weird people before, man.
There's some weird. I've met some weird guys.
No, it's cool. I mean, what I like about this, what I like about the show now, is it's still reeling people in. There's still new listeners, you know, coming into the network and stuff, and getting to know us, and that's really cool because of how long the show has been going. That it hasn't, like, you know, stopped that momentum of bringing people a little bit closer, especially like in the New England motorcycle scene. You know, like you guys have listeners like, you know, near and far, and we have friends near and far.
Yeah.
But there's a pretty good amount of people that we're meeting for the first time, you know, in the past couple of years, you know, last year, like that Connecticut, you know, and Mass, and we never knew them.
I meet new people online like every single day too. You know, like especially like we did the one with Haley, or we did the one with like Truth or whatever, and then people that were into their shit, they were like, "Oh, you do shit too. You guys are the same as us," you know. And you get to talk to those people online, at the very least, and just be like, "Yeah, dude. Like, we might never meet because you're in Toronto or you're in like California and shit, but."
Well, we're on the same Venn diagram now.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's pretty cool. The Venn diagram keeps changing. It's pretty bad.
And we should probably say this too: is we are trying our damnedest to travel this year. Yeah, we are going.
Party at the
Pen
in Ohio. Are you going to that too?
I have a bike in the show.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yep.
I bought my ticket.
Me too. Well, yeah, but you got a yard pass. That's in the show. You know that, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you bring your bike on a yard pass, I mean, I'm sure you can just not do it, but you're eligible for all the awards and stuff. You park on the yard, not like you get to go through. You don't park in the ride-in parking lot area. You're
I was wondering it was more expensive than the VIP one.
Yeah.
I think it's bad because you get to leave with your bike. No. If your bike's in a cell, good luck. You see it, you drop it off.
Is that how they do it? They put it in the cell? Yeah. No shit.
Yeah. I wasn't going to go, but all my friends are going.
Everybody's going.
And I jump off of every bridge my friends jump off.
Hell yeah. Face first.
Be like us. So when Alex submitted his bike, I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot too. Mm-hmm. And then, boom. The Triumph got accepted.
Yeah.
So
we're going to Ohio. That's the farthest I've traveled for fun in a long time.
I was trying to have it here today so you guys could see it, but it didn't work out in the cards. I had a lot of running around to do, but
yeah, I haven't seen it in person yet.
It'll be here at the swap because Joel wants to take some photos. He wants to
Joel's going to be taking some pictures. We should probably mention that.
Yeah, Joel's going to be taking photos. So
Joel,
see him there.
Dog food lid.
Love having
Instagram.
Him.
Yeah.
Did you figure that out?
Yeah. His photography.
Yeah. As soon as I had a minute, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the caliber of person that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I don't know why I never thought about it.
I was
just like, oh, okay, that's just what it is.
I've known Joel for 10, 15 years or whatever. I had no idea until he talked about it on this podcast years and years ago. And I was like, oh, Jesus.
I never would have thought twice about it.
I would have never.
Yeah.
I was just like, that's an odd name, but.
Yeah, no, we're super excited to have him come in and do some photos. I mean, I've been talking to him probably for the last, 2 years about, doing stuff more in-house. And the timing just never worked out. So for him to be able to come in and do that, I'm really looking forward to it.
Is he doing the swap and the show?
We've only talked about the swap so far, but I mean, obviously I'd love to have him back for the show as well.
We should talk a little bit about the show. I'm super stoked on that.
Yeah. We definitely can't wait. It'll be something huge for us as soon as we open the new location. The weather should be great. Mm-hmm. Last year, I think we were a little bit lucky in May with how the weather turned out. Yeah, no, we're pumped because we've never, at Manchester Harley Davidson, we've really never done anything like that. And our goal over the last, say, year and a half, 2 years has been to change what we've been doing for our events, make them more impactful, get our community involved. So I think by doing something like this, it'll be a game changer for us, and bringing you guys into it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
It's gonna be a sick ass show, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's gonna be the best show in the Northeast. I'm going out on a limb.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, you get to go this facility. I saw like the artist rendering of the new facility. Insane.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Humongous.
Yeah.
And if you're in the show, you get to have a spotlight in the showroom.
Right.
And it doesn't matter what the fucking weather is.
Yeah,
because
right.
it's an indoor and outdoor show. So if it's nice out, we're going to be outside. Bikes are still going to be inside. You know what I mean? And if it's shitty weather, we're all inside.
The ride-in show is the ride-in show.
Yeah.
If you don't show up, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
So if that's something you care about, show up.
Yeah. I'm stoked about that. And the thing about the show that I'm most stoked about is that, like, the last couple of years, we did it at a VFW, like we just kind of cobbled to get together. But with Rowan and actually having someone that knows what the fuck they're doing, it's been so much. But me and Dan, my head is so far up my ass, I'm getting high off my own farts. Like I am not a show planning guy.
For sure. I got to say, it's been a huge breath of fresh air working with you,
I'm
because
glad. Thank you.
last 2 years, it's been me, him, and Loctite trying to hammer out all these details and try and make it impactful and all that other stuff. And it's difficult.
And I mean, you can do it, obviously it's possible and you can do it well, but sometimes just having somebody who does the back end stuff that you don't think about or you don't want to think about.
Right.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah. I'm not good. Like you're saying, I think I'm not good with logistic stuff as far as like, oh yeah, I forgot I have to call that food vendor and make sure that they're going to, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I will forget and it won't happen. So
we
appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it.
No, that's been the best, the best part.
Mm.
Rowan's been the best part of this.
Yeah.
Both of these shows, it's been a weight off our shoulders. Because I mean, really, we haven't had to plan.
I was gonna say, I feel bad, like for real.
This
because
is literally my job.
We just hit up the dirt bags and we're like, come on, you fucking commit to coming to the fucking thing.
I was gonna say, I'm really excited. This is gonna sound weird, but I'm excited for the swap to be done so that we can start focusing on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I hear you. Yeah, and I think the swap is kind of building that momentum, because then people get to come in and see us work together, and it creates that excitement for what we have to come in the summer.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It'll be great.
It's gonna be really fun. I'm really excited. How do you feel about I know how you feel about live music, but so part of what we do on the podcast.
Oh, he's going live with this.
Fuck it.
Fucking
put the pressure on. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Obviously, we don't have to come to a decision or anything right now, but how would Harley feel about like a hardcore show?
All
like
for it.
moshing and all that.
I would say I mean, I think the options are endless. I think the only time I ever have concern is just control, right? So yeah, I mean, why not? Right?
You just have to wear a staff t-shirt.
As far as I'm concerned, I mean, we can do it however it works.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, I wouldn't want to do a hardcore show unless it was like it's a hardcore show and let people hit each other and all that. You know what I mean? Obviously, no one's trying to hurt each other.
Right.
And shit can happen.
Yeah.
There can be a fight at the regular show
and
anyways.
That's,
you know what I mean?
It's kind of one of those things where safety is always one of my biggest concerns.
Of course.
I mean, we had a stunt show last year, but I think we had almost 3,000 people, right? So in my brain, all I could think about was safety and drinking and people walking, whatever it is, you know? So I'm definitely, that's kind of where my brain is always at. It's one of those things where as long as we have some way to control a situation, everything's fine in moderation, right? So,
and I have some ideas for that too.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I'm open to.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Good. I wanted to get that out there so I can start getting the wheels turning on that. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you think about it this way, it's your event, right? You know, it's at our location, but it is your event.
Yeah.
So
I just don't want a bunch of yelling, screaming, and moshing and everything else. And you'd be like, why did you bring this here?
Well, the nice thing is going back to kind of like the actual location itself. It's not South Willow Street where, you can easily you're on your way to the grocery store and you look over and that's what you see. I mean, we are more secluded. We have, I'd say, almost 4 different areas of a parking lot where you're able to kind of contain this area.
Right.
So you get to choose whether you want to be a part of something or not. At our old location, you're thrown right into it or you're leaving. That's what it is. So this is somewhere where we could do something like that, have it in its own space, and then somebody has a choice. Do I want to participate or do I want to mind my own fucking business?
Yeah. I prefaced this to Fish yesterday. Yeah. He came over and he right away was like, definitely not going to get any of the regular Harley Davidson customers to stick around. But that's if it would be after. Yeah. You know what I mean? Exactly. We would time it appropriately.
The other thing that we were talking about is after the hardcore show, we were thinking about bum fights. Like we'd recruit a bunch of
Please elaborate.
We'd go like under Bridge Street and we'd recruit a bunch of people. We'd give them with promises of egg salad sandwiches and Steel Reserve. And then we'll have a bum fight in the parking lot.
Into a cattle trailer.
And since they don't have like social security numbers, it would just be like to the death.
Yeah, they're not like real people.
Yeah. And they're imported from the next town over, so Hooksett won't be upset that we're killing their citizens.
I'll just drop quarters out on the way to the show. I'll start dropping quarters out of my window, and all the ones that are in my neighborhood will they'll just follow me.
On your belt.
Yeah. Are you guys watching your relationship with her just become over? Like
we kid. Yeah, we're just kidding.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about what my what my media trail will look like after this conversation. My digital footprint,
Yeah.
Nobody listens.
It's only on the internet. It's only on the internet forever.
Yeah.
We'll get canceled at some point.
Actually, that will take it down.
They'll delete it then.
Yeah.
What bum? Yeah. Well, bum fights are already. We want something fresh.
Bum fights has been.
We're gonna do white collar fights.
Ooh, I like that.
You said there's a tech company next door.
There you go.
We'll give those guys avocado toast to fight each other to death.
Fights.
Yeah, beat each other to death with the penny loafers or whatever.
Nerd fights sounds fun.
Nerd fights.
Yeah.
Dude, that's an untapped market.
Nerd fights.
Yeah. Cool. Now, say that again.
Do you like being an event coordinator? Because from like the outside looking in, sometimes I'm like, I'm so glad I don't have that fucking job.
I love what I do most of the time.
This is the tree of trust, by the way. You can be honest. This is not going to
stay. But if we go like, I think like, yeah.
I'm trying to think of something we could use as like a flat to squish it.
I noticed if you don't over tighten it, it won't pinch its way off.
Okay, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Now it's part of the table.
Can you ask me one more time?
Do you like being an event coordinator?
Yeah, I would say that 99% of the time I love being an event coordinator. I think everyone has parts of their job that aren't their favorite, but overall, what I get to do here especially is take the platform, take the resources that we have and create something much more out of it. I think my favorite thing to do within my job is work with our community.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah, we've gotten to work with a lot of local organizations. We've worked with Liberty House.
Yeah, the
Webster House.
Webster, yep.
St. Peter's Children's Home. I mean, those are all things that we created internally.
I never thought about that. I always think about having to deal with like the hog chapter.
Oh,
and
it's not,
everything attached to that. And I'm like, I'm so glad I don't have her job.
It's not that bad. And there are, they're people, you know what I mean? And it's part of it. And it's something you got to work through. Yeah, I think maybe one of the tougher parts is working for a corporate company who likes to have control over everything you do. And I like to have control over everything that I do. And sometimes it's hard to branch out from that. But what we've been able to do here is exactly that. And we've found ways to work within it, to involve local organizations and do all of that stuff. So it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, I noticed that there's like a template that we kind of have to follow in a playbook, and then it's kind of like once we do all that like mandated shit, then it's like, okay, now we get to do our stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. We
that's kind of the
definitely,
vibe.
there's a lot of push and pull. And that's exactly what it is. I mean, this position is something that literally anyone could do if what you're trying to do is just follow directions. If you know how to do that, you could do what is required of me, right? You know, because they give you an outline for the events, they give you the name, they give you the template. Okay, we want you to have food, we want you to have people, we want you to have bikes. Do that, right? And so what we've kind of tried to do is have that, yes, so I'm checking the boxes, but figure out a way to get people here and make it last, make the connections and everything like that.
Right.
So, you know, we've created these toy drives, these food drives. I mean, last year, for the first time ever, I created a food drive for a Take What You Need event. So we actually had local people, local families from Manchester come in on a Saturday. They got to take what they need to fill their pantries and feed their family for Thanksgiving.
It's awesome.
And that doesn't come with the template. That's something that we worked on.
Yep.
You know, just to, you know, that doesn't benefit us financially, you know. That's not what we're doing it for, but the toy drive also, you know, that's not part of our template, but we create that to get more involved with the people that we, you know, that we're surrounded by.
Yeah. I mean, this dealership definitely has a lot more like hang-arounds than I've ever seen at any other dealership. I mean,
look at you, Carlson. Every time I've come to, whether it's this place or the other one, except for this one, so far, I've run into Carlson.
I mean, honestly, like, yeah, one of our friends, Eric Carlson, he's actually like a really good example of that. Like, he has been out there with the megaphone, wearing one of our staff shirts, completely not being paid, not doing anything, but he's one of our friends. He became one of our friends because of the Harley Davidson culture. You know, like kind of pulls that the gravity kind of pulls these kind of personalities in. I mean, and we've got another, I won't say his name, but like we got another guy who he's bought 3 bikes from us. He's traded the old ones in, gotten a new one. He just dumped a lot of money into his new bike, and he's been here for every single event we've done. And he's won $500 gift cards. He's won
twice
parts,
in 1 week.
Twice in 1 week. You know, like so like we really do like have like the bike community's like, you know, best interest in mind, and it's not about like we just want your phone number and your email to call you 10 times a day. So
I think on that, one of our things is you come in here and you kind of feel different. I've even had people from our corporate company say, you know, people who work with the other 20 stores that we have in our network come into Manchester and be like, this just feels different. From our leadership to everybody. You can tell just by our customers that come in every freaking Saturday, you know, whether it's for a sandwich or to buy a bike or whatever it is. There are people who come here for a reason. Sometimes it's just, you know, shoot the shit, kick around, hang out with our staff or whatever it is. But it really is we have a different vibe here.
Yeah, it's definitely a good team. We've weeded out the assholes, and we've weeded out the people who are selfish and only in it for themselves, that don't want to have a camaraderie. If you're coming in here just to keep the blinders on, I'm just here to sell bikes and make money and I don't want any fucking friends, you don't survive. And it's not that we're not open to other people wanting, like, you know, to be maybe private or whatever. Like, it's just like, you don't do well here if you're a fucking shark and a rat. Like, and we've been a dealership in the past where we've had characters like that. And it was hostile, like, you know, it was toxic, not hostile. It was a toxic environment. And
but those people weed themselves out.
Now,
you know,
they don't have anyone to kind of fall back on. Like, I'm with my buddy now, and we're just going to be dickheads together 9 to 5. Like, no, you don't have anyone on your side here if you're a shitbag, if you come here. So you have a lot of people out there who are very excited to come to work, love motorcycles. You'd be hard pressed to find anyone out there who does not ride or is in the culture outside of the dealership in some way. You know what I mean? Like, so our staffing alone has created a pretty positive environment for customers to come into, and they feel that.
Right.
Like I drive for the dealership. I go to other dealerships around the country, you know, mostly New England. I've walked into dealerships and I've literally felt like I fucking walked into like a ghost town, like a fucking Nord depressed movie. Like nobody's happy. The energy is a doldrum. You're just like, oh, the air in here feels fucking sad. Like you don't get that here. We're in a warehouse that was 3 months ago a plastics company. And we brought that energy from the last place to here. Now this place is alive. Like, and you can feel it when you're out there on the floor. You can feel it in our events, and it's fucking cool.
Like, think about it, and it's like you're not going to spend your Saturday at fucking auto fair, right?
Hell no.
You know, you're not going to the car dealership and hanging out with the person who sold you.
It's supposed to be fun,
right?
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't think to do that. So it's a different thing that we have going on here, and it's something that we try so hard to, you know, to create. You know, it's an environment that we work on creating for not only ourselves but for our customers and for the people who come in.
Sure. Yeah, and New Hampshire is unique. I think it's the most per capita riders in America.
Yeah,
per capita.
New England in general has more riders per capita than
New
the rest
Hampshire
of the country.
Specifically. And there's not a lot of Harley dealerships in New Hampshire. There's the Seacoast Harley and then you guys, right?
Laconia.
Oh, Laconia.
Is Rochester still around?
Rochester, yep. And you know, they have their own parent companies.
Yeah.
We're not attached to them. Our closest sister dealership is High Octane Harley in Billerica, Massachusetts. That's our sister store. So about 30 minutes down the road. And that only happened back in 2019.
So when you say sister store, is it like the same owner?
Yeah, same corporate owner, same dealer group. Yep.
Group.
Ours specifically has, I think, 20 or 21 stores spread out from here to California.
Wow.
Yeah, we have sister stores in Florida.
So how does it work at Harley? Is it like you buy a franchise, kind of like if you buy like a McDonald's or whatever?
Yeah, same concept that, like, you know, you have your mom and pop hardware store.
But they're independently owned.
Yes.
And they just use the name.
Yeah, we have, ours is, I would say, technically owner operated because Matty Laughlin, he's a managing partner. So he owns part of the dealership, but he's also here every fucking day.
He's here every day. He's got 3 motorcycles out back that he's built up. He's got a really nice Evo chopper out back that you guys should see. That. So he is motorcycles through his blood, and having that kind of leadership here goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, I feel like you know, like people are like, they try to hate on it. It's like, where do you work? I work for a collections agency. That's fucking not cool.
Yeah.
You know,
I do.
Wouldn't it be cool to be like, I work for Harley Davidson?
Yeah. I've worked.
How long you been here for?
I started in 2013, and then in 15, I think I left for some active duty time with the Army, and then I came home. And in 2016, I started back here after that, and I've been boots on ground here ever since. I haven't gone anywhere else.
How long you been here?
Been here since 2022.
2022.
Yeah. So, in that amount of time, there has never been a day that I have been driving to work being like, fuck, I gotta go to work today. Dude, every day is bike week. I'm around motorcycles and I'm around motorcycle people. It's a bunch of fucking ADHD kids hyped up on sugar and caffeine half the time. I swear to God. Like, it has work. Yeah. And there are some, you said it before, like there's parts of your job that like kind of like aren't fucking great and they suck.
Everybody has that.
But the worst days I've ever had at like Harley are better than the best days I ever had at like a loading dock or getting shot at and blown up. I love my worst days here. Like, I'll take it.
Shot out and blown up.
Like, this is cool. Like, I'm totally happy here. And like, and I will admit, like, when I tell people what I do, like, I get that little bit of a fucking twinkle in my eye. I'd be like, yeah, I drive for Harley Davidson. I drive for Manchester Harley Davidson. I've never been shy to fucking say that.
And you got those, you get some skills too. Like, you ever loaded up a bike with fish? He knows how to do it.
Well, there are people who come in and they watch everyone just push the bikes around at like 0 effort. And it's kind of like, I would say for people that come in here and see it every day for work and everything. It's like nothing to you, but there are the people who ride and whatever it is. And they watch the way they just maneuver everything. You get this bike, it's over there in 10 seconds with ease. And it's fascinating,
Yep.
you know,
That's
just
all of
the
us with
way
this
they
guy.
know. Yeah, absolutely.
Every time we see him move a bike around or load a bike in a
Yeah.
truck,
Like when we went
we're
to
like,
Jersey,
wow.
dude. I was just
Yeah.
like, you load it. You're the pro.
Yeah. What
She's
Yeah.
like, I can do it by myself. I don't need any help.
Yeah.
yeah, you like grab your sissy bar and just like, don't touch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously moving bikes by hand is part of the thing. Cause like I'll be in the truck 2.5 hours away from home on some hilly slope in Vermont, picking up some guy's Road Glide Ultra, and it's just me. And this guy's 70 years old with a bum hip. Like, I got to get it on the truck without dropping it. Like, and I've gotten to that point where I think I mapped it out one day. It was like about roughly like 20 bikes a week I pick up or deliver, and how long I've been driving for the dealership. I think I was coming up on about 9,000 motorcycles I've transported.
Well, think of what you've done just in the last few months between December and January, just getting everything here. I mean, all the bikes you see downstairs, they would not be here without Fish. Yeah.
Pretty much, you loaded them all up into your box truck and brought them
daily.
home?
It was back and forth, back and forth.
I was thinking about that today when I went to Walmart and drove by.
But pretty much, I would say 80% of every bike on that floor has been through my truck.
No kidding.
Damn.
Yikes.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Guess how many bikes I've dropped in my truck?
0.
2.
Nice.
2 out of about 9,000.
It's a good track record.
About 10, 12 years, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've dropped more than that on my own.
I've dropped my bike more than that.
I've dropped
the last couple weeks.
I luckily have never dropped any, but I will say my biggest fear here is hitting one, and they're all so close together that it'll go down. Like that keeps me up at night, like the dominoes.
I think like my that year that I came back after like some active duty time.
Yeah.
It was like I was moving a trike around, like a big tri-glide, the 3-wheelers. And it was our own inventory, thank God. But no front brake, and it was like wet out, and I slipped and I whiskey throttled into the side of Manchester Harley Davidson.
No front brake on a trike?
There was nothing. I went to grab the front brake, and I was an idiot, and I didn't have my foot over on the other side. I was sitting on it sideways.
I thought it was like a chopper. I was
and
like,
it just got away from me, and I drove head on into the side of the building. And until they tear it down, there's still a dent in the side of that building, and that was back in 2016. Yeah,
That's
I totaled the whole front end of that trike.
Dude, I had a fucking Sportster that I was trading into a dealership. It wasn't a Harley dealership, and I was getting into the back of my truck in the snow. It was like February, and I was like, I'm gonna need some power to get this thing up by myself, you know. And I didn't have like actually like 2 actual ramps. I had like a piece of like 12 by fucking whatever with some bolts in it, and it was like on the back. So I was like, I can do this. I get it. I back the truck up to the garage. I'm trying to get it up. I'm slipping all over the place. I have it under power, and I'm just like, I'll just go slow. And dude, I got that thing right up to the top, and I went, Wing. I slipped, dude. The fucking bike goes, dude, in the air, dude. I'm about to sell this thing.
Launched it, dude.
I fell off, and I'm like, thank God the fucking bike didn't fall right on top of me.
Yeah. People watch a lot when I'm here, kind of like watching people load bikes, and it's terrifying, especially like how I do it is like more efficient, I think, than how I've seen other people like load and strap a bike. But we can only get so involved, because what's happening now is they own that bike now. They're loading it on their personal pickup truck or in their personal trailer. They're going to strap it. Like, you can give them pointers, but you can't strap it down for them.
So actually, this is a good opportunity to tell people how to strap a bike down properly.
Oh man, it's easier if I show you, but you only really need 2 straps. And the majority of the bikes that I load have a front fender. So I go to the lower fender mounts. So that way, if you do any straps higher than that, you're compressing your suspension down. And on older bikes, you could run the risk of blowing fork seals that way. And plus, that's exactly, you did this with my bike, because I always strap it
as high as possible and compress it as
Yeah,
much as possible.
Me too.
So I go to the lower fork mounts, and on bikes that don't have if the fender is off, but like the little nubs are still there and not shaved off, you could still do it to that. There are exceptions. Completely shaved lowers, Springer front ends, you're compressing suspension. It is what it is. But if you can avoid it, I would. So if you got like bike with a front fender or full dresser, whatever, taking the strap and going up through that lower fender mount on the lowers, and then back to your D-ring or back to the little hook or the loop that's tied into the bike strap.
So one on each side.
One on each side. You do it you lean the bike right on the kickstand, and I'll do the kickstand side first. And I pull once I get the ratchet strap on there, make sure it's not twisted or anything like that. It's nice and smooth going around, and then I'll pull some of the slack out. So that barrel, so you'll see a lot of people, they'll start to ratchet it when there's like a lot of slack, and that barrel will start to twist with a bunch of fabric, and it won't actually lock. It'll get so bound up that it won't lock anymore.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that. They think it's tight. So what I do is the slack part, I just pull it taut right through the barrel before I start to ratchet, and then I start to actually tighten.
See, I always thought that like compressing it is what kept it in place.
So you could compress it all day. Like you have a Springer front end, you're going to compress your suspension. But if you
go through the bottom though, you're not really compressing.
There's no suspension being compressed.
Yeah.
So you have essentially
That's what I thought kept it in place, was compressing it.
Yeah. What's keeping it in place now is a wheel that is now solidly locked into your wheel chock.
It's like a wheel chock. Okay.
Or
Stuck up against the back.
Smacked up against the bed of your truck.
That's fucking good.
Looking forward. Like you always have the bike, the handlebars going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do the kickstand side a little bit loose, and then I'll do the non-kickstand side, the high side or the A side. And then what happens is as you're ratcheting down that side, the bike will start to lift, and then that ratchet strap will start to tighten more.
Right.
And then once I get the bike pretty much tight up, almost straight up and down, I'll just couple clicks, and then I'll grab the handlebars, especially if you don't have a wheel chock and you have the front tire mashed right against the bed of the truck. I grab the handlebars and I shake the shit out of it. I shake it. I call it a dramatic shake, like shake it more than if it was just bopping down the road. Because now, if it lets go, like you're up there holding onto your bike if something's going to let go.
Right.
But if you shake it dramatically that your whole truck is swaying back and forth, the bike doesn't do that when you're just bobbing down the road. So you know that this thing's solid. And then you got to say, that's not going anywhere.
Right.
And then
slap it
Have
on
to.
the seat. That's not going anywhere.
And then
won't
the
move.
newer bikes, they have transport mode and stuff like that.
What? What's that?
It's because Harley Davidson went to key fobs on their newer motorcycles. So with the key fob system, if it's not near the bike or the bike picks up any kind of movement and it's not being turned on, it will trip the hazards.
Yeah.
It'll just flash
Forever.
And you're looking at that in your rear view for the 3-4 hours, wherever you're taking your bike,
Didn't
right?
even think of that.
And then your battery's dead. So
Right.
there's
Didn't even think of that.
every I can't remember how to do it on the older ones. The newer models, you turn the ignition on, off, double press directional, and your heads up display will say transport mode active. Just leave the fob in the key bag. Like no one's going to steal it like that out of the back of your pickup truck. But anyway, that makes it so that the fob system's not going off and that you don't get to Sturgis with a dead battery.
Right.
2 questions. Do you have a mullet right now? Or are you just letting the lettuce fly?
I'm just letting the lettuce fly, man. Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Crazy
Okay.
how long or how
So my-
fast that
Number
grows.
2.
Oh, shit.
You got new glasses, bro.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've had them for a while.
Yeah?
Is your grandpa missing those?
I was going to say
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh,
dude. I was gonna say
yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Grandpa's
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I like
Right.
that. You going for the Jeffrey Dahmer aesthetic.
So I'm not growing my hair
Or
long.
Unabomber.
He's like, I'm fucking sick
Dude,
of
you
being
look
called
like
Jack
the
Steller.
fucking Unabomber. Oh my god.
Check your mail, bitches.
I like him. I thought Jeffrey Dahmer though, for sure.
That Bailey's
like
been
it.
calling me Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, I'll take it. Whatever.
No, I retired from the army, so I don't have to get a haircut anymore.
You're retired?
Retired, baby.
You're not doing that shit anymore?
No. So
Fuck.
I'm not growing my hair long. I'm just not getting a haircut, is what I keep telling myself. It's just nice to like not have to do it. I'll
Yeah.
probably cut it eventually. It's in its weird, awkward phase right now where like I can't like ponytail it. I
Yeah,
can't.
dude, I know what you're talking about.
It took me 2 years to grow hair that long.
Yeah, it's growing quick.
Gross.
You're like Native American or some shit.
Yeah, my dad,
You can tell.
Knobscaw.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Mm.
That's thick. I had a boy. He was a fucking like Cherokee or some shit.
I wanna do-
best, most beautiful mullet ever. seen.
I really want to do the Willie Nelsons.
Oh, I love
Yes.
that.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Yeah, go
And
for
Twin
it.
braids.
Yeah, so and my wife is like, you are gonna look so fucking native.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That looks so
That's
fucking
sick.
awesome.
Love it.
So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have to go. I have to go to Turkey, get a hair transplant. It's gonna be like fucking a year and a half before I can get some mullet growth going on.
Yeah, it is mullet. It is kind of in the mullet stage right now because it's just awkward. It's in the awkward stage. I usually wear hats and beanies from the moment I wake up. Anyway, my hat is on my nightstand. I'm in my boxers. I wake up and my hat goes on, and I
Yeah.
walk through the house. I shit you not.
You put your hat on
Yeah,
and
my
then take your morning
Husband is
dew.
the same way.
It goes
He's got
on-
the same bob.
Yeah,
It's hat on all the time.
Colby,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning, hat goes on. He'll go to bed with the hat still on.
shower.
Yeah.
It's on the
Just about.
Yeah,
It's
on,
like
it's
right
on the back
there.
of the toilet when I get out of the shower.
Yeah.
It goes back on. It's
Yeah.
it's like
But that's for like I did the same shit when I had long hair because it just gets unruly. I
Yeah.
wore hats
Well, it's
all the
also like
time.
in the way. The second you put your head
Yeah.
down,
What's up
there's
with the
just
top?
hair.
You get to
If
top
it's not
bun.
long
Get to the
enough
man
to
bun.
sit.
I didn't get long enough for the man bun. I
There
couldn't do
will
it.
be
I couldn't last long enough.
there'll
I
be-
couldn't actually. I
I'm
could
gonna
get into
do-
a little tiny ponytail, but
Yeah, I'll do a straight up ponytail before a man bun.
yeah, for
But
sure.
I think it's like a security blanket.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what it is, but it does feel awkward like walking outside without a hat on. Like I just like I feel just exposed. Like I gotta get a hat on.
You doing some locks of love for me, bud?
I'll get you. That would look so weird.
I'd rock it though. Some fish hair.
Fish hair, dude.
I feel like if you cut your hair as it is right now and put it on your head, you would look like Lord Farquaad with a beard.
Yeah.
You got to see that.
Some of you may die. That's a risk I'm willing
Do
to
your
take.
AI magic and make that happen, huh?
Yeah. There's
We gotta
filters.
see
Well,
that.
there's filters now. You can do long hair on you and
True.
shit.
Lord Farquaad filter.
Yeah.
I will. You rock the beard with the bald really well. It looks
Yeah.
it looks handsome on you.
Yeah, for sure. You got a nice shaped head.
Oh, come on.
No, that's a thing, dude.
Oh, you. I'm a fucking monster.
Those guns.
My kids all make fun of me for how bald I am.
They're gonna be fucking
Yeah,
bald
they're- yeah.
too.
I know. I go, hey.
They're just
Yeah, my son last night, he was like,
looking
I
at their
like you
future.
better with hair. And I was like, hey, motherfucker, listen up.
Yeah.
This shit's genetic, bro.
Did you tell him that
Exactly.
you liked him better when he couldn't talk?
Yeah. But my boy, I got twin boys,
Mhm.
and they have beautiful,
Yeah, they
long
do.
blonde hair.
Yeah.
Full
I was like,
surfer boy.
They don't
like-
get
Yeah.
it from me. So
It's
they're probably
awesome.
actually not going to lose their hair. They're probably
So, well, when did we meet? Like 2018. How old are they now?
six.
Yeah.
6. So they were, yeah, they were about 2 years old when I first met them, and they had long blonde hair.
Yeah.
We didn't
Remember
cut
that?
their hair
Man.
for the first 4 years
Yeah.
of their life.
Yeah.
I thought they were, and no word of a lie, I thought they were twin girls when I first met them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but because like their hair was that long and blonde.
It was
And it
beautiful
was
hair.
like, yeah, it was
Beautiful.
like really nice and yeah.
Yeah.
Nice hair.
But now they make fun of me for not having hair. And I was like, I can't wait, dude. My goal in life is to be like 80 just so I can laugh at them.
Told you.
Yeah.
Bald
Well,
ass.
if it's early onset, maybe it'll like happen in high school. Who knows?
Yeah, I started bald when I was 17.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Bummer.
Thanks, Papa
I still
Rhino.
got, I say,
Bad
shit,
genes,
dude. I still
man.
got by.
You got that mud blood. You got those bad genes.
I had a pact, you know, I was like, hey, once I bend over and it's like, I never wanted to have the horseshoe.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
pat-
My
yeah.
dad is bald. He's been bald since he was like 14, and he's always just had the horseshoe.
Yeah.
It fucking looks like shit.
I never understood the ones.
Just shave your head so you look
the dudes
cool.
who grow their hair this long, but it's only on the sides.
Like Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Danny DeVito would look so fucking badass if he just went full shave.
Well, he did at one point.
Danny DeVito's the man.
I don't think he
literally
would
could not
badass.
do no wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito's a shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think he would look badass if he covered
I
in
remember.
armor.
It's a fucking troll,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's like one episode of It's Always Sunny where he went like full shaved everything and he looked like a psychopath.
Did he really?
Yeah, like
I bet he looks
it's
fucking
not
nuts. Yeah.
really.
that.
It's like a strange episode too. Oiled himself up.
Oh,
like,
I've seen
got
that
rid of
one.
all of his
Yeah,
hair.
out of the
yeah.
couch or some shit, right?
Yeah, that was one of them. Yeah,
Okay.
but
I've
he
seen that.
went completely hairless because of like germs or whatever it was. And I'm telling you, it's like the most terrifying. Like he needs the little,
Yeah.
he needs a little bit going on.
Dude, those guys have a podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love their
Dude.
podcast.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. All they do is talk about show episodes.
Yeah,
It is
and they
fucking
dissect
hilarious,
each episode.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'll check that out.
I love that Danny DeVito didn't lose any credibility for doing that show, and in fact, it made his name stronger.
Oh, yeah.
He's,
He's a
yeah,
total
He's
that
a
show
name.
would
The whole
show.
not be
He's
that
an
show
amazing
without him,
A-list
yeah.
actor with
Yeah.
very prestigious history of
Yeah.
movies, and he does this show and does shit like that,
Oh yeah,
and it makes him a better human being.
oh yeah, yeah. I had a
He's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Is he?
really.
He's the shortest non-dwarf actor.
Oh right,
really? He's
yeah,
He's like 4'11", dude.
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. I had a colored picture, like a picture that I colored myself of him sitting in my office for about 2 years until we moved here. He's just the man. I just
he's
love him
amazing.
so
Danny
much.
DeVito's the best.
Can you get him to the show?
I would love to.
Danny,
Cool.
come to it. Come to the swap
Come
tomorrow.
on.
He's got a house on Lake Winnipesaukee.
Does he?
Yeah,
He's got it
Learning.
like that?
Learning
They
a lot
all-
about Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
they all do.
I guess he's been like in movies since like
Dude, he was Penguin in Batman in 1989.
I just think about Twins with Arnold
he was in
Schwarzenegger.
dude, he was
Twins.
he was in Taxi in
And
like the
Taxi.
70s.
Taxi,
He's
the
been in a
asshole dad, and
bunch of
Matilda.
shit.
Matilda,
yeah. Hated that
Yeah.
movie.
I loved that movie. That was one of my favorite movies.
You know why I hated that movie?
I don't know.
On my way. I fucking hate that song so much.
On my way.
I hate it.
Was that a new one? Is that the Rusted Root?
I would
Matilda.
like to
Oh, the name of the song? I don't know the name of the song.
reach
On my way.
out On my way.
On my way.
Isn't it like
So what is
Send
it?
Me on My Way?
Send me on my
It's in
way.
Shrek
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
It's in
dude.
Shrek also.
Yeah, dude.
I fucking hate that.
Rusted Root.
Is that what it's called?
Dude, they fucking suck. I hate
Ugh,
that shit.
hate
I
that
hate
song
that
so
fucking
much.
shit, dude.
Send me on my
Ugh.
way.
That's why I don't like Matilda.
Yeah, fuck
Hate it.
that, dude. I hate that shit.
How's the rest of it go though?
Dude, 311, Rusted Root, all that fucking...
Hey, don't talk about 311. I
Whoa.
love 311.
You love it?
Dude, 311. I don't love it.
Guys, this is the last Lowlife Job
Stop it.
podcast.
I was
This
like,
guy's
fuck, dude.
parading around like a hardcore kid.
Oh, stop it. I am talking about the 90s 311, not the amber is the color of your energy.
Okay,
and
'cause
after.
that's the
Not
worst song ever
reggae
made.
Stuff. Not the reggae stuff. I like, and the only reason is my
What's a
dad
good
got
song?
me. My dad got me the self-titled album when I was, dude, like 9, 10, 11.
The first one with
It's
like
rap
the
rock.
blue. It's the blue.
Blue,
Okay,
exactly.
Yeah.
It just says 311.
We're okay. Show
Alright.
goes on.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Amber is the color of your energy is like one of the worst songs. Makes me want to fucking puke.
That
Yeah.
stuff reminds me of
Goddamn rage.
Sublime, and I can't stand Sublime.
Dude,
hate
I
it.
used to be like #1 Sublime fan.
Ugh.
And they actually have some
Love
really
Sublime.
good stuff,
I know
but
they
I
do.
over listened to it
I love Sublime.
back in the day.
It is so. It is
Yeah.
played out for me, but once in a while I'll dabble in like the old stuff that wasn't really on the radio, and I like fall in love with it again. Oh, I got one of those too.
Deadbeat Customs. Steve over at Deadbeat Customs is about grassroots motorcycle riders who take it upon themselves to build and customize their bike. They offer parts for all Harley-Davidson models and also custom parts for choppers, bobbers, trackers, and cafe racers. When it comes to building a custom motorcycle, they carry the best brands available. Go visit their brick and mortar store in Tewksbury, Mass, or at deadbeatcustoms.com. Remember, enter Lowlife at checkout and save some loot. Stay strong, Co. Sean Luke has been sent down from the heavens to bless us Lowlifes with the greatest motherfucking hot sauce in the world. Sweet heat baby Jesus in the white pants heralds a message from God himself. This hot sauce is for your food. Keep it off your butthole. The shits in the hotter than hellfire Lowlife chopper sauce. Go to staystrongco.org today and grab yourself the holy trinity of hot sauces. Oxford Code Choppers. Chris is the original bad boy from Oxford, Connecticut. From frame restoration and repair to handlebars and hardtails. Hard parts for hard men. His hardtails are expertly TIG welded and installed in-house. Made of USA-made steel, cast axle plates, he is your man for the hardest shit to hit the East Coast since Hurricane Bob. Find him on Instagram at oxfordco.choppers. Steel City Blacksmithing. Josh specializes in handcrafted steel work right outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Anything from custom motorcycle parts to hammers and tomahawks. Don't get it twisted. If it can be twisted, he's twisting it. Check him out at steelcityblacksmithing.com today. All right, we're going to shut it down.
Yeah.
Roger.
We're going to shut her down. I just found out that she's 21.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not that you look old, because girls to me look like you girls all look young. You don't look especially young, but that took me back.
Yeah.
Because you're a very mature 21 year old.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I don't advertise it. But
Dude, when I was 21, I was a fucking mess.
When I was 21, you knew I was 21 for sure.
I didn't
You guys wanna
I didn't
drink?
have a fucking steady job, dude.
Yeah, I was in the
wasn't
military.
fucking
Yeah.
doing shit. I
That
wasn't
was a-
planning anything.
That was a piece of shit when I was
Yeah.
21.
On my 21st birthday, I got ran over by an SUV and fractured my foot.
I went to a cheese factory to try cheese.
Cheesecake Factory?
No, like the Cabot cheese.
Been there.
Oh,
Yeah.
The best.
Oh,
Up
Yeah.
in
We-
Vermont, up in Waitsfield.
Yeah.
We caught
Been
a
there.
possum in Concord leaving Panucci's and released it into
Bro, I
our
saw this-
apartment.
I was thinking about Panucci's today because I was
Oh my God.
I was in Keene. They have a Panucci's in Keene.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, dude, the OG Panucci's and Conks?
Well, the
No.
original's in Nashua, but the OG one in Concord was sick because it was in the basement of an Indian food restaurant and it didn't have a sign really. It was just a door, and
You have to go down an alley,
yeah,
and then you have to go down the
stairs. Yeah,
And then it's in New Hampshire, you have to sell food
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
a bar.
frozen
And all
pizzas.
they had,
and,
they had like chips and shit. I got in so many fights at that Panucci's.
So
The fucking nooch, dude.
I used to go there
Yep.
when they didn't sell hard alcohol because they wanted to avoid the food, so they just sold beer. So if you just sold beer on tap, you do not have to sell food. It's the hard alcohol.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, once they started getting shots in there, that's when they were like, okay, we got to get frozen pizzas and mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, I used to live over on Pleasant Street, so I just like, it was a hop, skip,
lived-
and jump down to
I lived on,
Nooch,
dude, I
dog.
lived on South Main across from the Draft.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that place got rowdy.
Yeah. Yeah, we would just make like
Right across from the Eagles Club?
yeah. Yeah, on one of those apartments, dude, that right there. We would just drink like sitting on our stoop and just people watch all the drunk college kids going to the Draft.
Oh, yeah, dude.
We watched a dude get fucking so drunk he fell off the balcony and like crushed in a car hood. Another guy he was riding his bicycle
Oh,
on the
because it's
street.
all open air. They had the
Yeah.
whole fucking, shit.
Another kid was like on his bike, like a guy, like one of the townies riding his bike, and he got rear-ended by a car and thrown through the back window of another car. The whole time, me and my roommate Seth were just sitting on our stoop, like drinking our homemade margaritas, like clink. Fucking, this is
Dude,
great.
actually, I gotta say, like, Concord's greasy as fuck, dude. I used to hang out at the Tea Garden,
Oh yeah,
dude, over by Store Street, like
Yeah.
on the far side of Store Street.
I think it's gotten worse over time. It used to be pretty quiet after like 10 o'clock. Like it was not much going on, but it's
I went
more
there.
popular.
It was the 4th of July, and it was everybody in there was over 59, and they had Coming to America on the TV,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
and we were getting a little too mouthy or whatever, and they got. Dude, all these old people started revolting. They were like, "We're trying to watch the movie, dude." Coming to America,
Right.
wow.
with Eddie Murphy.
At a bar.
yeah, on the 4th of July. It was
Nice.
raining. It was shitty. Yeah, lots of good times.
And then the green martini. was
Green
like-
martini.
Dude, the wings there, the Jamaican jerk hot sauce.
Yeah.
Dude, I bit my finger eating it once because it was so good. 'Cause I thought it was a piece of chicken wing.
Dude, that place used to get rowdy like late night though.
We were the rowdy ones there.
Yeah, dude. My boy, his buddy, his good friend used to own that place, and he used to bounce people like it. Like he'd
Oh.
come out in the white apron.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and like
okay.
rock people, dude.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Yeah, you don't fuck with him.
I think he rocked me once.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we fucked that place up a couple times.
Yeah,
We
dude.
went there a
He didn't
lot.
put up with that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we never got barred from the bar. Like we always would come back,
Yeah, you could always come back.
but it burned down. That
It
was
burnt
sad.
down?
Burnt down.
Fuck, dude.
I don't know what happened. It was very sad because there was 2 bars in it. You could go through the little alley in the back and come
Did you ever
into
go to
the second bar.
Hermanos?
No,
That was like my first job, dude.
no.
That's
You
Mexican.
guys want to do this later? Or?
Oh yeah, fuck you. Let's shut this shit down.
Zach is down there like, I want to go home.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
All right, guys. We're shutting it down. Come to the Lowlife, Snowlife swap meet tomorrow.
Bright and early, baby.
Stop being a bitch. I know it's gonna snow. I heard it's gonna sprinkle a little bit.
I looked earlier. As of right now, it's afternoon shit.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Put that shit in 4-wheel drive. Come on
Yeah.
down. Till next week. I'm gonna say thank you, Rowan, for coming
Thank
out.
you. Thank you for having me.
Carrying this episode. Till next week, motherfuckers. Roll the dice. Get in trouble. Have fun. And never stop chopping. I wasn't recording the entire time.